Okay, welcome everyone. I'm going to give you guys a few moments to get logged in and find us. I'm also going to go find us. I was just live for a couple of seconds and jumped off. I was having technical difficulties, but I think I'm back and we're good. So let's just, there we go. I'm going to get into the video so I can see your comments. And just let me know when you've arrived. Say, I have arrived. Hey, Trisha. Yay, first one in. Early bird gets the worm, but I know you don't like worms. Sorry. Well, it is so good to be here. I didn't do my normal 3 o'clock live today, and I went out to lunch with my mom and her sister, my auntie Rita, and my sister Paula, and my cousins Debbie and Anne Marie and her daughter and my daughter Alexis. And then I got home and I did some design work. Oh yeah, gummy worms. Let's eat those instead of regular worms. All right, I'm just gonna stop that line of yeah. Yeah, thank you. Happy birthday to my mom. She is 82 years young today. And she's doing great. She really looks amazing for her age. She's thriving. She's doing well. And today was just great to spend with my family. So I'm trying to get my work brain back on, and you know how that goes. So hopefully tonight will be good. Speaking of work brains, I have a whole bunch of things coming, and I'm going to preview them for you tonight. I have Stamp Club, which the projects are designed, but I'm going to announce everything on Thursday because I'm kind of afraid that things might go on to back order. So I want to make sure that I can get and do what I promise, you know. So it's all designed and pretty, but I'll show you those projects. And then I also designed a catalog launch, and that's a class. It's like a mega stamp camp. It's a winter stamp camp. It has 6 complete classes in one bag. One of them actually redoes the owls again. So if you take advantage of the owl promotion that I do tonight, it will start Thursday, obviously. That's why I feel like I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but it is what it is. But if you take advantage of the celebration stuff starting on Thursday, you can get one of these packets in the mail. But it will also double dip with my catalog launch, which is in person in Dracut, Massachusetts on January 21st. If you can't make it on January 21st, that's no problem because I can ship them all over the country, and it's featuring 6 pretty awesome stamp set bundles. One is right at the end of being designed. I designed one today and it's masculine. So if you like masculine cards, you're gonna love this catalog launch. I have to say, I picked a stamp set that was outside my comfort zone. It has this weird saying in it, but other than that one weird saying, I love everything in it and I love what I did with it. So I'm gonna just talk less, well, and I'm gonna show more. I'm gonna flip the camera and we'll get started. Hi, Jill, good to see you. Okay, flipping the camera. I'm gonna put my hand over so I don't make anybody dizzy. And we'll get moving here. So I'll start with tonight's workshop. Ooh. Let's see. This is free with a $35 order. Obviously, if you spend $50, you get the stamp set for free. And I was going to do, if you spent $75, you'd also get the pearls. But I think I'm going to change it up and say that if you spend $75, I'm going to send you a surprise. Because I've been using these pearls on so many classes. You guys probably already have a pack or 2 or 3 in your collection. So I'm going to change it and say that I'd like to send you like a small selection of some of the celebration papers. This happens to be one of them. It's going to be free with a $100 order. You might think, well, that's a big order, but this is 48 sheets of 12 by 12. So you get 4 each Here, let's open this one. This one's brand new. Here's my scissors. I really should go get my coffee because as I forget stuff on the table, I like to take a sip. It reminds me to drink. Hey, Laurie. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, so 48 sheets. Ready? We'll go slow. So this pattern, these are all so pretty. And honestly, they're very spring-like gorgeousness. And it was the first thing that I wanted to play with when it came to Celebration. Look at the stars. Ugh. These colors are just so springy, and it doesn't feel like winter when I look at it. Maybe my husband will bring me one of the 3 coffees that I have open around the house. Perhaps one with a cover. Hey, Brenda. Good to see you. All right. So before we get started on tonight's workshop, I'm going to give you sneak peeks, okay? So here is, as long as everything's going to be okay, we get $25 worth of full product for this month's club. It's I always say at least 22, but this month happens to be 25, my cost. And you get a full package of these and then a package of navy ribbon. And these are just gorgeous. You'll have the option to add on stamp sets and even the option to make this into a love you card. So if you need a Valentine's Day card and you want to change this up, you'll be able to. So this is all for club. And I'll, again, give more information on Thursday when I have the, make sure that I can get all the product that I'm looking for and that, like, you know, there wasn't a shortage on navy ribbon or whatever. So that's my club. They actually make 8 projects instead of your standard class, which is 4. So they make 2 of each one. And they get half a pack of paper with this, the full bolt of ribbon, and a full pack of the brand new embellishments that are absolutely gorgeous so that they can keep making cards when we're done. I don't know, there's something about white on white. Makes me very happy. So if you're not a member of my club and you'd like to know more about that, I will have that on my newsletter on Thursday. There'll probably be a few emails so that I don't mix anybody up. Next, I'm going to give you a preview of, thank you, Trisha. Trisha's one of my clubbies. I'm going to give you a preview of the January 21st Mega Winter Stamp Camp. So this is the first class. And these are all prepped. Actually, these are all done. Prepped, stuffed, and done. This one is designed. Directions are written. We're probably going to stuff that tomorrow when my assistant comes. So this one opens. It's a when it stands up on the table, and I know I'm looking straight down, it stands up like that. But very, very pretty. And we're going to make, so that was 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Aren't they great? And then I did another owl. So we're doing owls tonight, but I'm doing owls again. This owl has a present. Oh my gosh, so cool. And oh my gosh, he's just so fun to play with. So for this, you get a full bolt of this white ribbon. You get a package of these new sequins. This is one of those bookmark cards. Super cool. I'll show you how to do that. So this is 12. Okay. So that's the first half of the day. So then we take a little break and we come back from break. And then we jump into main catalog. One of the classes is not designed yet. So I'll probably announce it tomorrow once I finish. But we're going to do the ice cream bundle. Aren't these cute? All the die cutting is done for you on these. So you stamp and assemble and have fun with them. And actually all the die cutting is already done on this one. And then I designed this one today. Okay, look at how cool that paper is. It looks like ice cream all on its own. You don't even need to stamp it, and it looks amazing. That paper is in the main catalog. It comes in green and blue and pink, and I thought it looked like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Do you see it? And strawberry ice cream. So some of the work is done for you. Then today I did a masculine set. Are these not the coolest ever? And this is just a stamp set, so there's no bundle with this, although there is a punch that goes with it if you wanted to get a bundle. But for the class, it's just the stamps. Look at how iridescent this paper is. Can I just tell you that the photography doesn't show how cool it is? It's shiny in the background, so it pops like it's embossed. And that's the designer paper. So it's like gorgeous. And masculine, just a simple masculine thank you with the bike outside the diner. Totally cool. This paper actually reminds me of the Owl Diner. If you go to the ladies' room, that's what their wallpaper looks like. Really funny. And then there's No One Like You. Great guy cards. And that embossing folder is unbelievably cool. Great, great stuff for guys. And for anybody who rides, my best friend rides, and I know that she would love this card. Let's see. Yay. And on the inside, I'm going to put pink because I think that the pink would be good. I hope you're catching this. Like, the camera doesn't even know what to do with it because it's so exciting and bright and happy. All right. So that's all my preview stuff, and that's all starting on Thursday. And I'm not quite done, but I'm almost there. All right. Here we go. So in this class, if you place an order for $35 or more, you get this packet. Okay, and that's going to start Thursday. I put the host code up. Is that a glue dot? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's like the backing of a cleaner. Oh, special. So you get a packet if you place a $35 order. If you place a $50 order, you can earn the Adorable Owls stamp set. And I'm going to show you how I put these cards together. Like I said, it will also be for the Ultimate Winter Stamp Camp. And you can see I've already got 8 of these put together. I had my original samples. And then I put another set of samples together with my team for our team meeting last month. Every single month we have a team meeting, and I like to share the projects after because it just seems like a waste to design them for one thing. So that's why I have your packets ready. Okay, so you dig into your packet and it looks like this if you get it in the mail. And by the way, if you just want to make these cards and play along, and I don't want you to feel like, you can, if you want to cut your own paper, by all means, show me that you made the cards. I get so excited when I see that someone's copied my designs. Okay, so this is what the packet looks like. It's got 4 envelopes in the bottom, so it's ready to go. Comes with envelopes. And then the first card is here. Oh, I got these cards still in front of me. Silly goose. And I'm going to take a sip of coffee with my new Selene mug. Best Christmas gift ever. I can't accidentally pick up the wrong cup, Okay, so we've got this guy. And then I'm going to take the rest of this packet and put it off to the side so I don't have any catastrophes. So when you place the $35 order, I will also email you the PDF tutorial for the cards. So you get all the measurements, you get all the stuff to remake them exactly the way we did in class. Okay. So we're going to start with the hoot, hoot, hoot. You're so cute, cute, cute. And I have these all on stamps, and I was using them with a different color last night, so I just had to clean them. But to start, I made a background using the sentiment, which I thought was kind of different. So we're just going to take our Fresh Freezer ink pad. Thanks, Robin. I'm glad you like them. I have been working so hard through the holidays to try to bring you guys new things. It's exciting to me to finally be able to announce what I'm doing, because for a while. I mean, I'm sure for you it might look magical, but for me it's like weeks and months of work. And yesterday my family pitched in. My husband did die cutting for me for like 4 hours, and so did my daughter, which is pretty amazing. So I would say clean that, but I'm just going to put it off to the side. If you're going to reteach this as a class, I would recommend having a second stamp set. And actually I did, and I raffled it off at my meeting so that when they were done, that the inks didn't get contaminated, because we're going to use it again on our focal point. Not in-person retreat thing. Oh, well, this is it, Tanya, it's okay. We're having a mega stamp camp, and it's 6 complete classes, and it ships to your door, and they all get labeled like this one. So this one is Adorable Owls card class. There's going to be a second one, so it's labeled with Adorable Owls and A Day at the Farm, because that's the paper that I used that's different. So I can't put these owls down. They're so darn cute. I swear, I just re-inked this pad like 2 days ago because it's so dry in Drake It right now. I feel like I need to re-ink it again. And I picked up 2 Winkastellas to bring over, and now there's none. Oh, I found them. Take a drink. That's the way I can slow my roll a little. Okay, so this is Winkastella watercolor. If you know me, you know I love this. You go into the darkest part of the owl first, so the ears have a lot of ink, and you grab the ink from the sides, and it has everything in it that it needs once you've stamped it. That was soft suede, by the way. And you can quickly and easily, well, make them sparkly, but you also are coloring him in a way that is really soft and beautiful, and it pops. Okay. So this is, oh, dark pale papaya. I meant to grab, ooh, that's not dark pale papaya. I meant to grab pumpkin. Hang on. As you can imagine, when I was designing with the new quarterly, I was using, okay, so this is light pumpkin pie. This is what I used. When I was designing with the quarterly, I used it again. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But I suppose the papaya would work too. It's a light color. And then, oh, dark balmy blue. I want the light one. I put it in the bin for the class that we'll be doing. But this is so easy. If you don't have a blends marker, you can take these 2 colors from an ink pad, squish them onto a piece of plastic, and use your Winkastella to pick up the colors and color them in between. But for now, this is good. Oh, and I meant to color his eyes purple. Whoops. You can do that with a fresh freesia marker. It looks great in blue too. That's so silly that I messed that up. Going too quick. All right, so I'll go back into the Hoot Hoot You're So Cute, and then we'll just assemble this. I left a big gap here on purpose. Yeah, no, I will have sign-ups in the next day or 2 for that winter ultimate stamp camp. And I'm actually in the process of writing it up now, but I need to design 2 more cards before I can release it. And then I'll know that I'm completely designed, and I can give you a supply list of things that you'll need so that you can be prepared when you get your kit in the mail. Although, like I said, you can substitute fairly easy. When I came up with this card, I was like, is it weird that this owl has, you know, purple eyes? And they're like, no, that's like Liz Taylor eyes. So you can decide if you want blue eyes or brown eyes or Liz Taylor eyes. And it looks like I'm missing glue dots. I must have put them away instead of putting them in the tool chest. I have a little tool chest that sits on my table. Here, let me see if I can give you a shot of it. So when I go live, everything that I need should be right at my fingertips, but the glue dots didn't make it back in their dispenser. Okay, here we go. So there's that. And then we'll add some dimensionals to the back of this layer. Super simple and sweet. And the full directions and dimensions will be in the PDF. That 6-card class will have 6 videos, tips and tricks, and like one for each 4-card class. And then it will also have a PDF. And I don't know if you noticed, but my name isn't on them. So if you're a demonstrator and you purchase my kits or even the tutorials, you'll be able to use them in your classes and just print them out and bring them to class. I have a new team member, Sandy, who I was messaging with tonight, and she said, I can't just seem to design that easy. And I said, that's why I do these big events. I want to make it easy for you. So you can do them right along with Sandy. I don't know what's going on with these dimensionals, but the backing doesn't want to come off. So the other thing you can do is you can push down in the middle with it, take your pick, and then they should pop right off. I only peeled off the edges of that one, like the 4 on the corners. I know I have a lot of dimensionals on there, but you want to make sure you have the right amount of support under there. Saggy anything is not good, especially in crafting. But here we go. Oh, thank you. I had them done 2 days before Christmas, and my friend Chrissy, who does my nails, said, do you want to do Christmas like everybody else? And I said, no, I'm not like everybody else. Let's come up with something. And she's a crafty girl herself, so if you've been to my in-person retreats in Maine, you may have met Chrissy. Okay, so that's the first project. Pretty simple, sweet, sweet cards. And there are some twists too, so let's go on to the next one. This one is the It's Your Day card, and I did a banner at the bottom. And the easiest way to make a banner if you don't have a punch is just use your paper scissors and cut up the middle to make like a point, and then cut to the point from the edges. And the trick is to make sure that you actually make a point, because I have some people that don't want to cut to the point, so they make feet. But that helps with that. And we'll just stick this down in the middle. Super easy, super fun. Okay. So this guy's a birthday one. And again, I'm using old olive. I'm not old olive. Oof. Soft suede, the new olive. That's so funny. I'm putting them off to the side so that I have room for the sentiment. And I have a little sentiment piece here. I'm gonna move my scrap paper so that normally I have a black piece of paper, but I don't, and I'm not gonna cut one right now. I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming tonight. So I'm gonna ink up the It's Your Day, and I am not directly on top of it, so hopefully I hit it. Close enough. Now, you may notice that this is way longer than this, so there's a trick in there. We'll do that in a second. No saggy anything. Saggy anything is a bad idea. That's funny. Okay. In card making and in life, sags are not good. It's funny how card making can relate so well to life. All right, so I'm just coloring this the same way. I'm leaving his middle empty so that we can, so cute. Okay, I'm bringing in that light pumpkin again. And beaks and feet for the pumpkin. You can always add Wink of Stella right on top if you'd like. And this card is blue, so I'm going to stick with the blue eyes. But honestly, you could make this guy's eyes any color you want. So cool. I was even thinking, they have, you know, the fine tip glue pen. If you dropped a tiny dot of glue, you have to kind of let it dry a long time, but it would make his eyes actually shiny. But I didn't do that one yet. Okay. So then we needed to color his hat. And I really like, oh geez, time to get a new marker. We'll have to put that on the list before the quarterly. Let's see. So you can color with blends, but now I'm running into a color that I don't have in a blend in-house. So I'm going to show you a different way to do that. You can use a marker, like a regular Stampin' marker, or you can hit the edge of your plastic, any plastic that you're going to throw away, and you can either use a blender pen or, why not, I'm going to get the brown off and then add the Coastal Cabana with my Wink of Stella. So it's an easy way to color. I'm going to move that out of the way so that I don't put my hand in it, because you know I will. Okay, so then what did I do with this? I'm going to cut it in half. You can use liquid glue, you can use Seal Plus. Seal Plus is faster, so we'll do that for now. But you just take your die cut shape and lay it down. And then do the same thing on the other side, and now it's just the length we need. I may have had too much coffee today. My hands are shaking. I'm not nervous, I'm among friends, but the Tootsie, yeah, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll? This is my favorite Bration stamp set. My favorite paper by far, those new flowers, oh my gosh, they're so cute. All right, so I have this, the It's Your Day, and we can just adhere this on. Love my Seal Plus. Ta-da. Off to the side, and then hopefully these will peel better. Yeah. I wonder if I took it off a different one. I have two-dimensional things sitting in front of me, so It's Your Day. And then I have this strip of pearls that I included in the pack. And the Take Your Pick is under here. I like to do, when I do like sprinkles, I like to do 3, and I like to make a triangle. So this one's at the bottom, and here's another big one up here. Whoop. And then to finish off my triangle, then it looks kind of random, but it makes sense to your eyes. I hope that makes sense. I have another little tip for you, another trick. If you ever want to make something look like it's standing on the ground as opposed to just standing there in the middle of that circle, you can take any smoky slate ink. So this happens to be a blend, but you can use a marker, you can use a Stampin' Write marker, you can use the ink pad trick with a blender pen, or even Wink of Stella. And you decide where the light source is going to come from. So I see the light coming from here. And actually, it's funny because the light is coming from here in my studio. But I want to make a shadow under him so he's standing on the ground, right? So you just add a little bit of shadow under here, and now he's got some weight. And if you want, you can even extend it. There's no... And it's better if it's not like perfect, but you can see where the shadow is underneath him. Now, Someone said, I can never remember which way to do the shadow, or some people try and do a shadow all the way around, which doesn't work as well. I like to figure out where my light source is coming from, and when in doubt, I make an L with my hand and I pick a side. So it could be any which way that the shadow flows, but you know, the shadow should be under him and on one side, if that makes sense. But I hope you like my little shadowing trick. All right, let's see what we got next. Oh, another trick. I love this. Okay, so I'll show you all my fun tips. So for this one, we're going to stamp the focal point on crumb cake. And this is the Smart Professor one. He looks smart to me because he's got the bow tie. Here we go. Can I just say, this is my new favorite embossing folder. This is the Cane 3D embossing folder. It will be available on Thursday for purchase, and I haven't put it down. I used it on so many of the classes that are coming out. It's going to be a go-to for me. It's very fun to use. So here we go. There's that, and then we've got the My Friend. So all of these stamps come in the set, and it's free with any $50 order starting on Thursday. Or if you're a demonstrator, you can put it on a demo order and get it free that way, but then you won't get my cute card kit. Just saying. I'm gonna go a little lower. Maybe the back will treat me better. Yeah. All right, maybe not. That's okay. We'll put some dimensionals on it and pretend it didn't happen. Actually, I'll wait a minute. Let's do the trick first. So number one, this is no trick. This is nothing new, but the Wink of Stella looks a little different when you blend it on the crumb cake, and it really shades him without even moving the ink, but it's so fun. I did the same area. I did the top, and then I did inside his eyes, like, well, his face. How's that? And then I'm going to show you a completely different trick. So here's what the sample looks like, so you can get the idea. Anybody guess what I did here to get the white? So you may own already a craft white ink pad, and that's usually used for heat embossing. My friend said, oh my gosh, I need to get a new ink pad. And I said, well, no, just get the refill, because these come with refills. So even if you don't own the pad, you could just get the refill and be fine. But I'm going to take my craft pad and I'm going to start to color. I want to be specific. Oh, this is a dry one, I think. Well, it's because I'm live, you know. Let's see how I do. And this time as I color, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm going to color so that I'm not going into the brown. So when we're coloring with the Wink of Stella, we go into the brown and we pull the color out. For this one, we want the color to stay put. And I'm going to color just the eyes, the beak, the tie, and his feet. And again, I'm just trying to stay inside the lines for this because it really looks better. And if like it's not as white as you want it the first time you go ahead and go back in and go again until you get it nice and bright white. It makes that color against the crumb cake pop like crazy. Can I just tell you, I love to color. This is so fun for me. The only thing better than coloring is coloring with Wink of Stella. And like I said, if you have the refill, it works just as good. You don't need the ink pad if you don't have it. I use this for heat embossing, so it's sometimes the liquid that you use that the embossing powder would stick to. You can also use it for a technique called chalkboarding and stamp something black with the white ink, but it does kind of need to be heat set. So without embossing powder, I use setting 1 on our heat tool. And with embossing powder, I use setting 2. But this is going to be dry enough for what we need. Okay. So we colored the whites of his eyes. Oh my gosh, Lori, it's my new favorite thing. Number 1 on the list if I said like things I don't want to live without. So here's his eyes, and I can go right over that craft ink and color it blue. And the same with the tie. And if you didn't have the blends marker, you could probably pull that off with a classic marker, but you might want to let it dry first because I think it was a little bit wet, but it's okay. And then here is my light pumpkin pie blend. And then, oh, I neglected to color his beak. Oh, wrong. Well, now I'm just silly. What did I do with the craft pad? Oh, time to drink. I would call it hydration, but it's still caffeination. Can I say? All right. So here we go. We're gonna go back in and finish this beak. Can't forget to call it flapper. It's so funny. One of those. Okay. Today's lunch with my mom and my cousins and my aunt was so fun. I'm thinking we should make it a yearly tradition and go out to lunch at least once a year. It was great. So I stamped that a little crooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the whole banner on there crooked. And that'll make it straight again. Like I do that on purpose. But that's a great way. If you ever stamp crooked, just make the whole panel crooked and put it straight on your card, and then it'll look like you intended it to be crooked. And if you really wanted to bring it home, you could make one of the layers crooked. Ugh, of course it moved. That's the only thing about liquid glue. You really need to give it a second to set up. Ta-da. No patience. It's a thing. All right, so we'll get our cards set up. Again, just such a sweet designer series paper. Who would think to put those two colors together? This is balmy blue and that Caribbean blue color. They're just so different. You can hear people talking outside my door. That's probably my family. My studio is in, like, it's a room that we built inside my garage, so it's a thing. But if there's anybody talking outside in the schoolyard, we can hear them. Okay, this ribbon is so fun, but it's very hard to tie in a bow. So I like to use a strip of it here and there. I love the color. I love that it's got like the white on both sides and that it's kind of like a double ribbon. But because it's stitched together, it is kind of, we'll call it fibrous. Now we need some dimensionals. So I glued that together first, and we'll put some support there on the seam. It's so funny, even people who like help me here and work with me, they're always amazed at my dimensional use until they find a card in the drawer that they didn't put enough dimensionals on and one side is just going sad. Oh, looks like I missed a spot. Again, I don't have to peel them all off. I just have to get the corners, and everything else is about support and height. I moved my barrel. So now I can line that up straight with the panel. And this is a little crooked, but it's kind of good because the words are straight. So that's the third card, and it featured the craft pad. Kind of fun. All right, let's see what we got here. Last one, last but not least. Gotta love that. So that's why I had the papaya marker out, because we used two different colors. This one has coral and papaya in the designer paper. And I'm just gonna start and stick that down. Look at the, I love the back side too. There's a couple of pages that have those designs. And like I said, that's free with a $100 order, but you get a 48 sheet pack. It is a monster pack of stuff. Okay. And I went back to the birthday because there's only 3 images in this. And I thought what would be most useful to everybody in the long run. And I don't know about you, but I need lots of birthday cards. So I went back to that. Okay. So my boho blue cut and emboss came in the other day, and I took it for a test run last night. I was die cutting at the table for a little bit. Well, I had helpers. So Brian was die cutting on one machine, and Alexis had like my old Big Shot, and she was die cutting in the other room. And so all I had left was this beautiful new boho blue machine. It is one of the Bration rewards, and I can talk more about that on Thursday. I want to take you through the catalog, hopefully, and show you the inside, because I'm not allowed to do that today, because it's not live until Thursday, but I'm just excited. This guy, I think I'm going to give him brown eyes. So to do that, I just need to go back, and you can even make them darker if you want, like go into the pupil and pull it out. He looks good with brown eyes, don't you think? And now I'm bringing in the light pumpkin again, and we'll color a couple with this. But then I'm going to go to match the designer paper. I'm going to pull in the papaya. So it could be coral and pumpkin, like whatever you have is fine. Like you can always substitute. It doesn't have to be just like the teacher made it, right? And that's part of being creative. I joke, somebody's like, I hope you don't mind, I changed your card. I'm like, oh no, no being creative in craft class. You have to make it just like the teacher. Although he's kind of standing there funny. I think maybe, should we make a shadow for him? Like he's standing, I see the shadow. Well, or even just horizon line. But you can, that smoky slate marker is probably the best tool that you have in your arsenal for doing stuff like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just kind of sketch it out. It's not like, and the shadow can be like, it's actually better if it's not like perfect. Draw it out to a point and know when to stop. Yeah, no, I think I want to put a little more though. Like right. Yep, that's it. He's good. Oh well. Yeah. So that's the whole thing when you color in streaks. Sometimes you end up with streaks, so. But you get the idea. And if you want, you can make that horizon line better and just. See, knowing when to stop. Selene doesn't know when to stop. Well, I can hit that with a lifter later. All good. So, you guys have questions for me? I'm back on comments here. I'm trying to see, like, who's watching. Haha. So if you want to give me a shout out here. If you're loving the new stuff, what's your favorite thing? What do you think that you might want to get when the catalog comes out? Or do you already have some of it? If you're a demonstrator, you might already have some of these things. He's so cute. Hard to put down. I think I lost comments. I'm just going to refresh. Ta-da. Oh, where do you find peppermint? Oh, a peppermint Tootsie Roll. Geez, that's a good question. Tanya Jackson, where did you find your peppermint Tootsie Roll? It's probably a Christmas thing. That's my guess. But I don't know. I saw Easter candy out today. Kind of bizarre. Like, I don't want a cream egg at Easter that's been out on the shelf since before Christmas. I like my candy. I'll tell you what, when I have events and stuff, when we do retreats or we go places, I will buy fresh candy and then I'll give it away. Last week I hosted or the week before, I hosted a karaoke show here in town, and I gave away all the candy from my previous event. They were the cute little hippos, the Kinder Bueno hippos, the hazelnut ones. Let's see. And they were amazed that I was handing out candy, which is kind of funny, but they don't know me yet. Ugh, I love those. Oh, did I forget it on the last one? Nope, I got it. All right. So do you guys have any questions? We did, let's see, Wink Estella watercolor. We did craft ink and blends. And like I said, you can use classic ink for all of these. You can mix and match. We used our sentiment stamp set to make a background with Liz Taylor eyes or blue eyes. Yeah, we did quite a bit. It's a Christmas pop, and you can only find it, and then a friend found them when she was at her son's in Wisconsin. We live in central Illinois. I bet you they have it on Amazon. They have everything there. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Bonnie Blanchard. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Oh, I'll show you one other card that I made after I was done designing with that motorcycle paper. And it didn't make the quarterly, but because all the paper is different. But when this laid down, I had to finish it like this. So I'll just say that you are my happy place. I don't know if you're seeing the shine in that paper, but this paper that goes with the motorcycle stuff is so fun. It's embossed, and it seems like the color that it's embossed with is basic gray, and so the underneath is black and shiny and gorgeous. But let's see, what is the name of that embossing folder? This one, it is the Cane 3D and Cane Weave. And if you notice on the supply list, I posted it. So everything that I used tonight was posted in this group so that you can go back and not only see the supply list, but you can find the item numbers if you're looking to grab them for yourself. And like I said, it comes off on the last page of the PDF as well when I email that out. The host code is up the top. I'll remind you on Thursday to place your order to get your kit in the mail. And that Ultimate Winter Stamp Camp will be released in the next day or two as soon as I get the last bit designed. It's a 24 card class. It's over 1,000 cards to prep. I think it was 1,162 cards. So it's limited to 48 packets. 48 people can take this class. And then I'm going to call Uncle on my Big Shot arm. So, but you can purchase directions as well for all of it. So I hope you have a great night. Let's see. I think really pricey on Amazon. It's $7.99 a package. Wow. You know, if you really like it, it's kind of like a Starbucks coffee. I really like it. I'll pay a little more for it. Anyway, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for joining me. If you're here If you're on the hashtag replay, make sure that you say hello, and I will put ordering instructions at the top on Thursday. So, because if you place your order tonight, you won't be able to get the cute celebration stuff for free. Anyway, have a wonderful night. I appreciate you guys so much. Happy New Year. And I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you.